Dawn Staley, the institution that she is, retained most of her players. She even has a returning player who had to miss the entire last season because of a torn ACL. Now, she did add a few key players. Jordan Lee transferred from Texas. She's the only one that they needed. They didn't have anybody transfer out of South Carolina. Jordan Lee transferred in from Texas. She already knows Dawn Staley's play style. They played against each other. Now, they also got five-star recruit Olivia Edwards, a forward, ranked third overall, flipped her commitment from Tennessee after the debacle that was the end of the season for the Lady Vols. And they pulled in Justine Lubon, 6'1" French shooting guard, bringing the roster to its maximum 15 players. Now, they did have three players that left for the WNBA: Raven Johnson, Tania Latson, and Medina Okot. A lot of people seem to be happy with Medina Okot. Raven Johnson seems to have a lot of people happy with her. Tania Latson, I will be perfectly honest with you, I haven't really paid attention to what she's doing, but I can't imagine that there are many people upset with her either. Um, she's now with the LA Sparks, so she wasn't picked up in the first round, so most likely she won't be retained. That's kind of sad. But they do have Maddie McDaniel returning. She's going to be the point guard. They got McGear, uh, Ayla McDowell, Alicia Turnabaz, Joyce Edwards, thankfully, and Edhel Tack. They also have coming in, on top of who I've already brought up, Jersey Robinson, Kaylee Wynn, Chloe Kitts, and Kelsey Andrews. So we're going to cover what kind of power that they're going to have coming in. Now, I'm not going to cover the young ladies that are coming in that this is going to be their freshman season next season. No, we're going to cover by the numbers what kind of production that has already been put out by the women. I'm going to break it down by guards and by forwards. Now, Maddie McDaniel being the point guard, that one's going to be interesting that she didn't get another point guard in, but she does have Agat McGear, Tessa Johnson, Jordan Lee, and Ayla McDowell going to be in there, so she's going to be able to switch it up. I don't know if she's going to have any of her players playing center exclusively. She did lose that from this past season because that was Medina Okot's job. So we're going to see what we've got, but you really need to see these numbers. I mean, it's Joyce Edwards. I like what she did. Tessa Johnson, I liked what she did quite a bit. Now, the rest of them did some solid work, but they were coming up. But Joyce Edwards still being there, and Tessa Johnson was the fourth leading scorer. You had five players that were pretty much at double digits. Raven Johnson was at 9.9 points. Uh, you might as well say she had double digits. Medina Ogot, losing her, that was a double player right there. So we're going to see. So stick around. Like I said, we're going to do this by the numbers, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and let's do this. Welcome to Redneck Sports Channel. I cover women's basketball on here because this seems to be what everybody wants to watch.
Artlist.io.
I have an SEC bias. I have an American Athletic Conference bias. Why? Because I love both those conferences, both in football and in basketball, primarily women's basketball. Yes, once in a while I'll cover other sports, but we focus on women's basketball because that's what you folks seem to want. Now let's get into this. Okay, let's cover what Jordan Lee did first, since she's coming in. She played 39 games, 31.7 minutes a game, 13.2 points, 2.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.5 steals, zero point 0.5 blocks, 1.4 turnovers, that's all really good. 42.2 field goal percentage. Don't like that number. 34.8 3-point percentage. Not bad. 75% free throw percentage. She contributed 514 points to this team, or to the Texas Longhorns. Had 97 rebounds, 97 assists, only 55 turnovers, not bad. 59 steals, that's good, and 20 blocks. Now, the returning players, Tessa Johnson, 38, played 38 games, 28.2 minutes, 12.8 points, 3.4 rebounds, 2.5 assists, zero point 0.6 steals, zero point 0.3 blocks, 1.3 turnovers, 46.9 field goal percentage, really good number, 44.8 3-point percentage, and 82.7 free throw percentage. She gave them 487 points, got 128 rebounds, 96 assists, 51 turnovers. Though not bad, really. 24 steals, 10 blocks. Now, Agot McGear, 32 games, 19.3 minutes, 7.3 points, 3.3 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 1.1 steals, 0.7 blocks, 1.2 turnovers, 46.2 field goal percentage, 25% 3-point percentage, and 69.2 free throw percentage. Not a natural shooter, but she did give them 235 points, gave them 107 rebounds, 43 assists, 38 turnovers. Not bad at all. 36 steals, 22 blocks. I mean, seriously, Maddie McDaniel, who's going to be the point, 33 games, 19.7 minutes, 4.3 points, 1.5 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 1.1 steals, zero point 0.1 blocks, 0.5 turnovers. That's really good. 35.3 field goal percentage, though. 33.3 3-point percentage and 70.4 free throw percentage. So she gave him 143 points, 51 rebounds, 88 assists, 17 turnovers, 35 steals, and 2 blocks. She was solid, hopefully she'll be able to do better. Ayla McDowell, 36 games, 13.9 minutes, 4.1 points, 1.4 rebounds, 0.2 assists, 0.6 steals, 0.1 blocks, 0.6 turnovers, 40.5 field goal percentage, 36.3 3-point percentage, though, 74.1 free throw percentage. I can imagine that Don Staley's going to have them doing a lot of uh, time uh, getting their shooting right. 147 points, what she contributed, 49 rebounds, 89 assists, 21 turnovers, 22 steals, though, 5 blocks. Um, that's the guards that are going to be returning, and also Jordan Lee. These are some strong players right there. That's I don't like some of their shooting percentages. I know Don Staley will work on that with them because she understands that importance. When you're talking about a team that had 50.7 field goal percentage and 37.1 3-point percentage, yes, she's going to work with them, make sure they make smarter shots. Now, when we're looking at the forwards, Joyce Edwards, you have to talk about her. Played 40 games, all 40 of them, 30.6 minutes, 19.2 points, 6.8 rebounds, 2.4 assists, 1.8 steals, led in steals, led in points, 1.1 blocks, 2.7 turnovers, though, Little high, but considering what all else she did, 57.1 field goal percentage, but 20% 3-point percentage, 70.7 free throw percentage. She gave them 768 points, 272 rebounds, both sides of the ball. This is somebody that, they kept bragging about Audie Crooks. This is what a forward does right there. 95 assists, 106 turnovers, though. That's just way too high. 72 steals, though. So she was making up for it, and 44 blocks. Um, Alicia Turnabise, 20, only played 20 games, 12.6 minutes, 4 points, 3.4 rebounds, though. That's a lot for how little she was in the game. Zero point 0.4 assists, zero point 0.3 steals, zero point 0.7 blocks, zero point 0.8 turnovers, 41.8 field goal percentage, 25% 3-point percentage, 52.9 free throw percentage. You're looking at she got him 79 points, 68 rebounds, 8 assists, 16 turnovers, 6 steals, 13 blocks. And Hell Cat, 23 games, 11.3 minutes, 3.1 points, 3.4 rebounds, another really strong rebounder, zero point 0.2 assists, zero point 0.2 steals, zero point 0.8 blocks, zero point 0.6 turnovers, 52.1 field goal percentage, didn't hit the three pointers, and 53.7 free throw percentage. You're looking at 72 points, 79 rebounds, 5 assists, 13 turnovers, 5 steals, 18 blocks. I mean, and now you got to look. You got Chloe Kitts coming in. Last time she played, she had 38 games under her, 22.4 minutes, 10.2 points, 7.7 rebounds, 1.9 assists, zero point 0.7 steals, zero point 0.5 blocks, 1.5 turnovers, 52% field goal percentage, 38 or 33.3 3-point percentage, and 79.8 free throw percentage. So she is a really good forward and can do a little bit of everything. She gave them 293 rebounds, 388 points, 73 assists, 28 steals, 19 blocks, only 58 turnovers considering all she did. Chloe Kitts teaming up with this group and coming back, she already knows what she's doing. That's going to be scary with her with Joyce Edwards in there. Uh, you're throwing in Jordan Lee. You've got Tessa Johnson coming back. Yeah, the forwards on this team are going to be scary. If you are a South Carolina Gamecocks fan, you don't have to worry about what your team's going to do next season. Uh, except for Jordan Lee, most of the experienced players already know what the institution is expecting of them. They know what it's like to play inside the house that Dawn built and to practice in there. The new players that are coming in, I mean, you've got Jersey Robinson that's coming in, Kaylee Wynn, Kelsey Andrews, Olivia Edwards. Yeah, they're going to have to learn. I don't think anybody's worried about it when it's Dawn Staley. You know that she knows how to build a player up. Jordan Lee coming in is probably the most interesting part of this. Them getting back Chloe Kitts, no, that is a great thing. But Jordan Lee, with what she did at Texas and her playing style, 1.5 steals, decent on rebounds, good on assist, not turning over the ball that much. Shooting percentage could be a little bit better when it comes to field goal percentage, but Dawn Staley is going to get in there and make sure that they do intelligent shooting. And it has nothing, I've heard back in the day, if I had said that as a white Southerner, I'd be complaining about somebody's skin color. Nowadays, no. It's you want 50, 40, 90 numbers. And you do that by having the smarter shot. You don't take wild shots. That's what I mean by intelligent shooting. And South Carolina, oh good lord. I mean, Don Staley knows that the teams that make it to the NCAA finals shoot 50% or better. Sometimes they don't, but they shoot 50% or better most of the time. The very first team, the Louisiana Tech Lady Texters, they shot 51% field goal percentage. You need to have a strong 3-point percentage. And free throws, yeah, you probably need to work on that. But that field goal percentage, those shots, your shot selection does so much better. And Dawn Staley understands that from her time at Virginia. I'm rereading Sum It Up, the autobiography that Pathead Summit wrote later on in her life. She didn't talk about Virginia's coach that much, but she did go out of her way to mention Dawn Staley. This is how important of a person Dawn Staley was when she was a player. She didn't talk about the coach as much as she talked about Dawn Staley beating them in a game in NCAA tournament. Dawn Staley, back to back, getting into the final or into the championship game. Okay, she didn't win it, but that happens. But that's how it goes. You take a look at Pathead Summit, a couple of times, or made it into the tournament a few times and didn't win it. Several of the big names have done the same thing. So them making it just into the Final Four is an amazing thing. But to make it in a championship game, even if you don't win it, that tells people exactly what kind of coach you are, especially when you're doing it like Dawn Staley. But hey, this has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Hey, folks, before you leave, if you're can't become a member via my YouTube channel, which that's for my thinker. I've also got sports. I've got a Patreon. If you really, really want to help me out, I would be much appreciated. But hey, hitting like, hit subscribe, hit commenting, all those things really help me out. Have a good day.